Walk through Okinawa and you'll see something unusual. People in their 80s and 90s squatting comfortably on the floor, standing back up without using their hands, and moving with a kind of ease most people lose by 50. This isn't genetics. It's 5 small physical habits built into daily life that keep joints mobile and the body youthful decade after decade. None of them require a gym. Here they are. Habit 1. Rajio Taiso, a simple set of stretching and mobility exercises broadcast on Japanese radio every morning since 1928. It takes about 3 minutes, involves no equipment, and covers nearly every major joint in the body: shoulders, spine, hips, ankles. Millions of Japanese people, including school children and elderly residents, still do this exact same routine daily. The magic isn't in any single movement. It's in the consistency. 3 minutes of full-body mobility, done every single morning for decades, adds up to a body that simply never stops moving through its full range of motion. Habit 2 is something most Western homes have quietly eliminated: sitting on the floor. Traditional Japanese homes use low tables and floor cushions, meaning getting up and down from the floor happens dozens of times a day. This repeated motion, lowering into a seated position and rising back up without support, is one of the most functional exercises for maintaining hip mobility, leg strength, and balance as we age. Research has actually linked the ability to sit and rise from the floor without using your hands to overall longevity. Every time you skip a chair for the floor, you're quietly training a skill that keeps you independent for decades longer. Habit 3 comes from traditional Japanese martial arts and Zen practice: Hara breathing. Deep breathing centered in the belly rather than the chest. Most adults breathe shallowly, using only the upper portion of their lungs, which, over time, reduces core stability and diaphragm function. Hara breathing, slow, deep breaths that expand the lower abdomen, keeps the diaphragm strong and flexible, supports posture, and has been practiced for centuries by samurai and martial artists specifically to maintain physical control and stability well into old age. Habit 4 is a subtle but important distinction: prioritizing joint mobility over static stretching. Where Western fitness culture often emphasizes holding a stretch for 30 seconds, traditional Japanese movement practices favor slow, controlled, repeated motion through a joint's full range. Think gentle circular movements of the shoulders, hips, and ankles, repeated 10 to 20 times. This kind of active mobility work keeps the fluid inside joints circulating and the surrounding muscles engaged, which tends to preserve functional movement, the ability to reach, twist, and bend in daily life, far better than passive stretching alone. Habit 5 is walking, but not as a scheduled workout. In much of Japan, walking is simply how people get around: to the train station, to the market, up and down stairs in daily life. This kind of incidental, low-intensity movement, spread throughout the entire day rather than concentrated into one gym session, keeps joints and muscles consistently active without the wear and recovery demands of intense exercise. The body seems to age more gracefully with frequent, gentle movement than with occasional intense bursts followed by long periods of sitting. None of these 5 habits require special equipment, a gym membership, or hours of your day. They're small, consistent movements woven into daily life. Repeated for decades, they're a huge part of why mobility and independence last so much longer in traditional Japanese lifestyles. Start with just one this week. Rajio Taiso at 3 minutes is the easiest place to begin. If you found this valuable, subscribe for more videos on the small Japanese habits that quietly change everyday life. See you in the next one.